Now on to the Module 3 Illustrator activity. This one I feel like is probably a little easier, and that could just be because I feel like Illustrator is just a little bit easier to work with for most people. So you may or may not agree. That's completely your experience. As a graphic designer for 25 years, I do feel like Illustrator can be just a little bit more friendly. So let's just put it that way. So for this, again, I would use that Adobe color wheel and choose a color palette based on that. And again, you would do the same thing here. So once you download the PDF of the mini poster, you'll open that up in Illustrator, and you'll see that you can select all these different pieces and parts, which is really nice. So it's just a matter of choosing that color palette. So again, I'm going to use the wheel here. I'm going to use a complementary palette. So maybe something like this. And I'm just going to move this off to the side. And then for this one, you will want to use those 5 colors again. So let me find my color palette here, and I'm going to copy and paste again these colors. So I have my swatches open over here. I'm just clicking to create a new swatch, and I'm just going to copy those hex colors in. You can see it already changed that leaf. I didn't intend for it to do that, but we can change that later. Okay, so from here, it's just a matter of applying those colors. So I want these leaves to be this nice green color. Now selecting parts of the tiger can be a little challenging, and I recommend zooming in just so you're getting now you'll notice there's not a huge difference between that darker color that I chose and the black that's already there, but there's enough of a difference. The biggest thing is just kind of clicking in. You'll notice it sort of isolates areas. If you want to hold the shift key and select a bunch at one time, you can do that. So again, I'm just holding the shift key and selecting the rest of these stripes. So again, it might take some, multiple clicks to really get in and get a lot of those colors changed, but it can be a little bit tedious, especially in these areas where there's a lot of detail. Looks like I just lost a little bit of detail on his eye, but I'm going to make those that lighter green color. Now for the background, if you wanted to change this up a little bit, maybe you could add a fun gradient. You can open up your gradient panel. I like to apply the freeform gradient. And what that does is it selects colors from your palette, and you can sort of move these around, which is nice. You can grab these points. You can also click and add points. Let's put this white behind the tiger to really highlight them. And you could do something like that if you wanted to, if you don't want to have kind of that flat background. So when you're done, make sure you are saving this as a PDF. So just do a save as, select PDF as your file type. You'll submit that as part of the project. And then the second part is the email. So you're going to write an email addressing to your client why you chose the colors that you did and a rationale for the choice of colors, the type of palette, why did you choose this palette type, how does that align with the client's cause, what emotions might your color palette evoke. So that is the second part of this submission. You can save that as a Word document if you'd like and upload that along with your PDF for the poster. So if you have any questions, let me know.